Hi everyone, welcome to another week's edition of My Money Method, the Market Weekly Scan. So yeah, if you remember last week, we were actually discussing on the dollar index. Potentially, we were discussing that big round numbers over here, lots of resistance in the way, or should I say support level, a big support level over here, and we went through and discussed it. We could see technically there was definitely we were starting to go into a downtrend, and then price came up into the sell zone, and the potential was potentially price could have moved on, and we weren't going to enter any trades, but we were going to see if price did break this, then there was the opportunity for price to continue selling. And it would sell quite a bit. Well, obviously, quite the contrary. This is why we wait. We wait to see what's happening, to stalk the markets, to see what's going on. Now, this was, as we can see, that the opposite happened. Where the price came in over here, small candle, landed up being actually a bullish candle instead of a bearish candle. This one over here on the 21st. So that was already a little telltale sign what could have potentially happened, but nothing yet to tell me that the dollar was going to be bullish in any way. But look what happens here. I mean, we shot right up to this level. In fact, we've now broken the highest high. If we go look at the weekly candle from last week, we're a little bit down on this, but this. The end of last week, the candle ended up higher than any of the candles from the previous week. So we had a very strong bullish week. That's how the dollar landed up. Very strong and bullish. But one of the things, I wondered what was going on. I mean, obviously, when you see something like this, it normally could be a big news announcement that just pushes the dollar out. And you've got to go and have a look. So if you go to Mind Money Method, to our economic calendar, on the day, we always look for three bulls. And if there are three bulls, generally a big news announcement. And on the 22nd, and I'll show you the date range 22nd, on the 22nd, on that day, there was the existing home sales, which was at 3 o'clock, and that's when we got a massive movement. And if we look at this, it's the existing home sales measures the change in annual number of existing residential buildings that was sold during the previous month. This report helps to gauge the strength of the U.S. housing market and is a key indicator to overall economic strength. A higher than expected reading should be taken as a positive bullish. Now, the forecast was 5.38 million. Previous was 5.3, but the actual was 5.55. So that was a big positive, if you want. It was not it was really positive on the bullish side for this news announcement. And what happened then? Price just shot up, and hence we got that big movement. So this was actually very much so related to a big news announcement, and this is why, as part of if you go look at our courses on Mind Money Method, we talk about news announcements, but we are 99% technical traders, 1%, and that 1% is simply looking at these charts, making and looking to see when big news announcements are going to come in whatever particular currency you're going to be trading. So it is part of our checklist, and it is part of something that you need to check out. So, obviously we did know that there was a big news announcement coming in to play, and we needed to be aware of that, and we were, and hence why that part of the checklist was not to be going into any trades until after the news announcement. But what happened, it was more than expected. The market shot up, and here we are based back to close to this 97 level right now. So the market, if we go and look on the dollar, let's go compare some other currencies. This tells us across multiple time frames that we're now looking quite bullish, as compared to that the picture was looking potentially bearish. But big news announcement, and off we have gone onto a strong bullish momentum. But the key is not to try and gamble and try and ride, or some people do hedge their bets one way or the another. That is one way, but it's not always the big news announcements have such big movements like this in any case. So We'd rather be disciplined and stick to our guns and our discipline. But if we go look at, say, for example, the US dollar to the Japanese yen, the US dollar, what's happened over here is we've had a long level of a consolidation, and all of a sudden we've now shot right up, looking to really break this level over here. So we've pretty much are backed, although we've pulled back in. And that's part of my trading plan this week, is to look for pullbacks into the buy zone to continue on a potentially, which is looking like a bullish market now. So looking for pullbacks. We could be looking at lower time frames, maybe the 4 or the 8 hour time frames, and looking for pullbacks even off the dailies to then go into and buying into these markets. If we look at the US dollar to the Canadian dollar, showing dollar strength. If we go and look at the British pound to the US dollar, cable, British pound losing its value against the dollar, showing the dollar strength. If we go look at the euro to the US dollar, the euro losing quite a bit, showing the dollar strength. If we then go and look at the where is it? The Australian dollar to the US dollar. Well, we had some selling off last week. So showing really a lot of it's going back to this dollar strength, and it's showing the dollar strength that the market is looking quite bullish. So as I say, plans for this week is to look on these particular currencies. Obviously, folks, I haven't spoken about commodities at all. There's some things happening with gold. Gold's on the way up, and there's a potential for quite a few different commodities out there. But this is all about currencies that we speak about in the market, weekly market scans. So the plan for this week is to look for potential now, price potentially coming back over here and moving on upwards. I mean, we've had an extremely bullish market. We got to also go and look at our calendar to see if there are any big news announcements coming out. And if I go back to this date range, let's take it to the 26th, and let's see, right now for today, there's no big news announcements happening at all. If we go to tomorrow, nothing. So, for the next 2 days or even the 3 days, there are no big news announcement until Wednesday night, but it would be UK time, and then we've got the actual interest rate decision. So once again, there's quite a bit of movement coming in on the US dollar around Wednesday. So for now, the trading plan is to look for potential pullbacks into the moving averages and buying into the market for a bullish run, but bearing in mind big news announcements coming out on Wednesday UK time, 7 o'clock. And that's it for this week's weekly market scan with Mind Money Method. Have a good trading week, everyone, and be disciplined. And I look forward to speaking to you next week. Just as a quick reminder before I go, don't forget to go look at our website and have a look at the courses that we've got on offer, the products and the services, and go and have a look at a lot of the prices have come down for the week of October that we've got. There's 1 week, we've got a bit of madness going on, potentially going into November as well, for you to come in and buy these online courses and join our online trading community. We look forward. We've had quite a few people buying recently, and we've really been working with a few, and it's been fantastic. So come and join the Mind Money Method trading trader community, where you learn every day together. Thank you, everyone. Have a great week. Cheers.